Paul Leonard Newman was born on January 26, 1925, in Shaker Heights, Ohio, into a family with a rich cultural background. His childhood was marked by a strong sense of discipline, which would later guide him throughout his life. After serving in the U.S. Navy during World War II, Newman went on to pursue higher education, eventually attending Kenyon College and training at Yale University and the Actors Studio in New York. His early career was characterized by struggle and persistence, with Newman's first breakthrough role in the 1956 film Somebody Up There Likes Me, where he portrayed boxer Rocky Graziano. From there, his career skyrocketed, and he soon became a major leading man in Hollywood, known for his intensity and natural charisma. The rise to stardom. In the late 1950s, Paul Newman's career truly took off with his role as Brick and Cat on A Hot Tin Roof, 1958, opposite Elizabeth Taylor. His portrayal of the complex, troubled character made him a household name, and he quickly became a major box office draw. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Newman earned his reputation as one of Hollywood's most talented and versatile actors, often playing anti-heroes. Roles in films like The Hustler, 1961, HUD, 1963, and Cool Hand Luke, 1967, demonstrated his ability to bring depth and nuance to every character he portrayed. His ability to blend charm with vulnerability made him both a heartthrob and a respected actor in equal measure. Newman's iconic roles. Paul Newman's contributions to cinema continued with roles that are considered some of the greatest in film history. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969, marked another major turning point in his career, as his portrayal of Butch Cassidy cemented his status as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. In this classic film, Newman's infectious charisma paired with Robert Redford's equally magnetic performance made the duo unforgettable. Newman's portrayal of flawed yet captivating characters helped define the anti-hero archetype in American cinema. This was a theme that would continue throughout his career, with performances in The Verdict, 1982, and The Color of Money, 1986, the latter earning him his long-awaited Academy Award for Best Actor. The philanthropic legacy. Outside of his acting career, Paul Newman's dedication to philanthropy became a hallmark of his life. In 1982, he co-founded Newman's Own, a food company that donates all profits to charity. What started as a small venture making salad dressing grew into a global enterprise, ultimately donating over $600 million to various causes worldwide. Newman was equally committed to social justice, founding the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp in 1988 for children with serious illnesses. His legacy as a philanthropist was as profound as his work on the screen, earning him admiration from countless fans and organizations alike. Racing passion and personal interests. In addition to his thriving acting career and philanthropic work, Paul Newman was also an avid racing enthusiast. In the 1970s and 1980s, Newman competed in professional car racing, even co-owning a successful racing team, Newman/Haas Racing. This venture allowed him to express a different side of himself, one that found excitement in life beyond Hollywood. Newman described racing as the only thing that made him feel truly alive outside of acting. His dedication to this passion showed a side of him that was driven by more than fame. He had a deep love for challenges, competition, and the pursuit of excellence. A storied marriage with Joanne Woodward. One of the most enduring aspects of Paul Newman's life was his marriage to actress Joanne Woodward. The two first met in the 1950s while working in theater, and later starred together in The Long Hot Summer, 1958. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they married later that year. Newman often spoke publicly about how much he valued his wife, famously saying, "Why go out for a hamburger when you have steak at home?" Their marriage lasted for 50 years, and they had 3 daughters together. The couple's enduring love was a rare example in Hollywood, where many marriages crumble under the pressure of fame. Their relationship not only survived the public eye, but became a model of stability and mutual respect. An enduring career in film. Even as he entered his later years, Paul Newman continued to impress both audiences and critics with his performances. In 1986, he reprised his role as Fast Eddie Felson in The Color of Money, a sequel to The Hustler, 1961. This role earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor, a long overdue recognition for his decades of work. In 1994, he starred in Nobody's Fool, a performance that showcased his ability to bring depth and humanity to his characters, even in his later years. The film's success only reinforced Newman's place as one of the greatest actors of his generation, with his nuanced portrayal of a gruff yet lovable man earning widespread critical acclaim. Newman's first marriage and family life. Before his marriage to Joanne Woodward, Paul Newman's first marriage was to Jackie White, an aspiring actress he met shortly after World War II. The couple married in 1949 and had 3 children together. Their marriage, however, ended in divorce in 1958, the same year Newman met Woodward. While his first marriage was not as long-lasting, it shaped much of Newman's personal life. Despite the challenges, Newman remained close to his children, and his experience as a father profoundly influenced his philanthropic endeavors later in life. His devotion to family became a core part of his identity, even amidst his Hollywood fame. The root of Paul Newman's dislike for Richard Burton. Among the few people who evoked genuine dislike from Paul Newman, Richard Burton stood out. Newman's contempt for Burton went beyond mere professional rivalry. It was personal. Newman once described Burton's self-dramatizing behavior as insufferable. The two were often compared due to their similar fame and stature, but Newman found Burton's tendency to make everything about himself profoundly irritating. He once remarked, "He's a master at making everything about him, and I just can't respect that." For Newman, genuine talent and humility were qualities to be admired, but Burton's public bravado and recklessness went against everything Newman valued. The Burton-Taylor saga. Much of Paul Newman's disdain for Richard Burton was intertwined with the tumultuous relationship between Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. Newman, who had his own storied personal life, believed Taylor deserved better than the chaos Burton brought into her life. He saw Burton's destructive influence on Taylor as both egotistical and reckless. While Newman admired Taylor's talent and poise, he couldn't respect Burton's constant public drama and indulgence in excess. His irritation towards Burton was not based solely on professional jealousy, but rather on his deep sense of justice and respect for those he held dear. Newman's approach to personal dislike. Despite his personal feelings toward Richard Burton, Paul Newman was known for being a private and reserved person, rarely speaking ill of others. He once said in an interview, "I don't hate many people, but him, he makes it easy." This candid remark reflects the level of disdain Newman felt for Burton, who, in Newman's eyes, represented everything he disliked in others. Burton's egocentric tendencies, combined with his chaotic personal life, were deeply at odds with Newman's own values of integrity and professionalism. Paul Newman's battle with cancer. In 2008, Paul Newman's health took a tragic turn when he was diagnosed with lung cancer. The news shocked fans and colleagues alike, as Newman had long been an icon of health and vitality. Despite his history as a heavy smoker, Newman had quit smoking in 1986, yet the effects of his past habits caught up with him. His diagnosis was kept largely private, with close friends like H.E. Hotchner revealing that Newman had confided in him about his illness months before the public knew. Newman continued to live a life of grace and dignity even as he faced this personal battle, never allowing his diagnosis to define him. The last years and legacy. Paul Newman passed away on September 26, 2008, at the age of 83. He died peacefully at his home in Westport, Connecticut, surrounded by his family and close friends. His death marked the end of a remarkable life, one that had spanned decades of cinematic achievements, philanthropic work, and personal integrity. Newman was cremated, and a private funeral was held in keeping with his personal preference for intimacy and privacy. Though his passing was a sorrowful moment for fans and colleagues, his legacy lived on, both through the films he made and the charitable work he supported, which continues to benefit people worldwide. Remembering Paul Newman, a legacy beyond film. Even after his death, Paul Newman's legacy remains vibrant in the hearts of millions. His contributions to film, his dedication to philanthropy, and his unwavering commitment to integrity continue to inspire. From his early days as a charismatic leading man to his later roles as a wise and thoughtful character actor, Newman's work has left an indelible mark on cinema. Beyond the screen, his commitment to giving back, particularly through his food company and the Hole in the Wall Gang camp, remains a testament to his generous spirit. Paul Newman's influence will be felt for generations to come.